Hey guys, welcome back, the great detectives. And here we dive into the most bizarre, unsettling, and intriguing mysteries that you won't believe. If you're into true crime and mysteries like I am, make sure you subscribe to the channel immediately if you don't want to miss any of the latest stories we explore together. Let's jump into today's case. It was Christmas Eve, 1945, when tragedy struck the Sodder family in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The fire that tore through their home took 5 young lives. What followed, though, would become one of the most mysterious and chilling unsolved cases in American history. This is the story of the disappearance of the Sodder children. On that fateful night, George and Jenny Sodder were asleep in their bedroom on the first floor, as their children slept upstairs. Around 1 a.m., the house caught fire. The flames spread quickly, devouring the structure. Within moments, the entire house was engulfed. But here's where things took a strange turn. Despite the raging fire, George and Jenny were able to escape the inferno, along with 4 of their children. But 5 others, their sons Maurice, Louis, and their daughters Martha, Jenny, and Betty, were never seen again. They were trapped in the second floor, where the flames were most intense. But when the fire was finally extinguished, authorities found no remains, no charred bones, no traces of the 5 missing children, nothing. The lack of evidence was puzzling. It's almost impossible for a fire of that size to destroy a body completely. Could they have escaped the flames? Or had something far more sinister occurred? As the investigation began, suspicions arose. The family believed something was wrong from the very beginning. George Sodder was convinced that the fire had been deliberately set. But why? And by whom? One theory suggested that the fire was a form of retaliation. George had been outspoken about his opposition to Mussolini and fascism. He'd also been in conflict with a local businessman who allegedly had mafia ties. Was the fire meant to silence him, or was it to cover up a more sinister act? But the strangest part of the case? The letters. After the fire, George and Jenny received several anonymous letters suggesting that their children were still alive. Some of these letters were postmarked from places as far away as New York and Florida. One letter, in particular, included a photo of a young girl who resembled one of the missing daughters. The message read, "The children are alive, and they're being kept in a safe place." But who sent these letters, and why? In the years following the fire, George and Jenny hired private investigators and even traveled across the country, chasing down leads. But every lead ended in dead ends. They followed up on sightings, including one where a man had supposedly tried to sell them their own children. But each time, they found nothing. One of the most chilling parts of this story is the possibility that the children had survived the fire. Witnesses reported seeing figures near the burning house that night. Strange, shadowy figures. Could the children have escaped the flames, only to be taken by someone who wanted them gone? Or were they part of a larger conspiracy? The theories are endless. Some believe the fire was set to cover up a kidnapping, perhaps by organized crime, or even someone with a personal vendetta against George Sodder. Others wonder if the fire was a distraction, designed to make the family believe their children had died. Could it be that the children were taken to prevent George from speaking out about something dangerous? One thing's for sure, George and Jenny never gave up hope. For years, they continued searching for answers. They even put up a billboard offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to their children's whereabouts. But as the years turned into decades, the case grew colder. Even as the years passed, the memory of the 5 Sodder children lived on in the hearts of their family and the public. The mystery of what happened that night remains unsolved. Were the children taken by force, or did they manage to escape? And if they did survive, where are they now? The Sodder case remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. A family destroyed, lives lost, and a truth that remains just beyond our reach. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.